Welcome in, my beautiful friends, beautiful soul. How are you today? Which group are you drawn to? I do have an Archangel on top. We'll see how they all work together. I will include timestamps, but I'd love for you to stay to the end with me and get an overall general collective reading. But what you feel drawn to is most important. So group 1, 2, 3, and along with the Archangel, we have the Wild Unknown Tarot and Black Moon Astrology Oracle cards. They're fantastic. You're going to want to see. Let's go. All right. 1. This is Ariel, and Archangel Ariel is here to help with manifestation, prosperity, abundance, material resources. So keep that in mind. Love it. And let's get into the reading. Take a deep breath and we'll start with 1. The Empress. Beautiful energy. How are you feeling though? Are you feeling ready to manifest? Are you feeling that mother energy? Have you lost your mom? If so, I am sending you blessings. I always think about my mom when I see this card. And, as moms, we're not perfect, but I know that we do try to bring a lot of love and nurturing to the situation. And with the Empress comes so much creativity. What are you working on? I've been working on journals and things like that and trying to enhance my intuition. How about you? Are you stuck in creativity? This is a sign to just get out of your comfort zone and find that joy in a certain craft or hobby, or it may pertain to your work and getting, everything you desire out of that. You might have to do some out of the box thinking at work to kind of get that aha moment and know where to plant the seeds and how to nurture them. And this strikes to be a perfectionist, but you are really accepting and forgiving. So forgive yourself for some of the imperfections around you and maybe that you're feeling. If you might have failed at something, I still want you to stack the wins and understand too that when this card comes up, because you're that oak tree, someone might need you. They might need your attention and they might not reach out. So this could be your mom, a parent, a child, someone in your family. So look around. The Empress is very observant of who around her is in need of attention. And you guys, if none of that really fits, this is also a message when you see the Empress. As much work and dedication the Empress puts into things, this is also a reminder to slow down and nourish yourself at this time. Very important. Let's look at, again, Black Moon Astrology. These are by Susan Shepard. Cancer, I feel. High Priestess energy, much like the Empress, just more quiet, more feeling solitude. So this could be a time when you really do need to slow down, nourish yourself. Think about how much you're juggling to, where the priorities are, because most importantly, I think this is about nourishing you and the family and those daily details of life that help us feel grounded and rooted. And you might also need to tap into some of that Archangel energy, spirit guides, your ancestors, your loved ones who have passed. This is 4th house, your home, your ancestors, and how you approach love and nourishing yourself and others in the world. So it really might be a time for you to slow down And the nourishment is really, and slowing down is really important because, you know, this really relates to the feminine side as well, as does the Empress. Gender fluid, but things you need to consider are how are your digestive stomach, nerves, that knot in your stomach. How are you? How's your food and diet been? This is also about being overly sensitive, feeling overwhelmed, and feeling like you're not moving in the right direction. And that makes me kind of sad for you because there is a lot of inner awareness going on here. You are probably holding on to a lot of things from the past. So if you clear that, just be okay with it. I think that you'll start to move forward out of some sense of loneliness and seclusion and being withdrawn. And on the bright side, though, some of you are really embracing your feminine side. Some of you are ready for children, birthing not only people, but new ideas and new projects, a whole new perspective, I think. And it's truly about feeling those emotions and being sensitive, but not drowning in your emotions. It's about ruminating over problems, right? But knowing that you will do the right thing. And if it is about money, please know, again, we have Archangel Ariel here to help with some material abundance and just really good energy to help ground you at this time. Now let's look at 2. And 2. All right, this is Archangel Raphael. Sorry, bumping the camera. Raphael is here as a healer, emotionally, physically, and spiritually. So keep that in mind. You're guarding and protecting group 2. All right, and here we have the moon. Interesting. I pulled these decks because of the full moon coming up. The energy's strong. I believe it's going to be a harvest moon, a hunter's moon, and a super moon. And I'm feeling it very much. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces energy. And this really does a lot of times highlight the darker side of things when we start to just hit rock bottom, feel kind of depressed. You might be having some really weird dreams. Some fears are popping up. And there's just a lot of fear and darkness that can linger here if you're not careful. And it's almost as though you feel like you've kind of lost your way. But I want you to know, this too shall pass, my love. And during these times, again, creativity, getting out of your mind and putting your hands to work at something, cooking, drawing, writing, let's see, building things, refurbishing, repainting your home. Just keep your hands busy. Let's not get so deep into the dark side of things. And what's funny about this card too, this is the Wild Unknown Tarot, and the moon and this vibe really kind of does embrace that wild unknown feeling. But like I say, the sun will come up. It is the next card. So keep smiling. Turn the frown upside down. This is a momentary feeling. Probably feels really big right now with this full moon approaching, and you're just really going to know what has to leave. It's a 9-year. We're ending the year very soon. So it's time to make these decisions and understand what inspires you and moves you forward. Very crucial at this time. And What nourishes your mind, body, and soul? Make a note of it and know that that's what the universe wants for you most of all. Now, Black Moon Astrology. Whoosh, 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 whoosh. Let me cover it up. I don't know what I'm going to get in trouble for here. Black Moon Lilith. Beautiful. We've got a strong feminine energy going on here in this reading. This pick a card, you guys. I hope you're listening to all of it. Don't forget to subscribe and like and hype the video. So Black Moon Lilith, y'all, is about those feelings of, grass might be greener on the other side. Their marriage looks better. That relationship looks better. Ooh, look at that person. And you kind of lose yourself in these obsessions and ideas. And if you act on them, sometimes it leads to third parties getting together, making the decision that open marriages sound really good right now, or you want a divorce. There's just, a lot of sex issues going on, intimacy issues, communication, all of it breaking down. When you see Black Lilith in those terms, on a different angle though, Black Lilith brings out strong witchy powers. And it's really a cool energy for October when the veil is thin. And here we have Black Lilith really enhancing your intuitions. And you can use the term witch or think of it however you want, but I feel it's more someone who's more like a shaman who understands the earth and the cosmos, who understands herbs and intuition, who understands moon cycles and also how to move in this 3D world that we sometimes get stuck in. Black Lilith is magical. So I do want you, group 2, to understand. I think you've done a little bit of a deep dive, some of you, not all of you. And this is just a signal to come up for air, breathe, embrace the full moon, the super moon. Go out and look at it. Watch the phases of the moon as we approach and see how it grows and enlightens your, not only your intellect and your intuition, but I believe that you will have an aha moment that will send you down a new direction. All right, let's look at 3. And 3 is Archangel Michael, here to offer strength, power, and the ability to cut through the negative. Bottom line, awesome. Thank you, Archangel Michael, Ariel, and Gabriel. Now let's look at group 3, the tarot card for the Wild Unknown Tarot, 8 of Cups. All right, group 3, whatever it is you're asking about. A lot of water energy in this reading, you guys, but you're water signs, but you may be dealing with the water sign, cross-watching, I don't know, but you're done with the situation and you need to walk away so that you can regain some balance, so you can rebuild your heart, so you can clear a path through all of this and hike it all the way to the top, get a new perspective, and start to feel the ease as you come down towards a new path that you're on. But whatever you're asking about, you're done with it. And 8 is about the self. It's also about justice. Some of you are going through some legal matters that may be important. And this is seeing an end to that and a new path after that is all done. It's also a time where you need to have a plan B. It's also a time to advocate for yourself, speak your truth. Understand that's very, very important at this time. Okay. Now, And you can see too, there's not a lot of color here. So we need to get more clarity and open up your chakras and know you're protected in doing so. You're getting a strength bonus here. Okay. Now, Black Moon astrology. Wow. Void of course moon missing. Okay. You are walking away from something, and when you do that, obviously there's a void. There's an ending. We don't know what the next beginning is or when it's coming. So I want you to embrace the void. Don't feel lost. Don't feel in despair. Start figuring out step by step what would be the best way to move forward next after you take a pause. Hold on, take a pause, breathe. Let's see what else we can envision as you see this light swooping through the planet here. It's fantastic. It reminds me of the comets and all the astrology that's going on right now, the AI atlas, the weather, the solar flares. This is a time where we just got to wow, feel the energy, let it work through you. Breathe, try to exercise, stretch, whatever, get your body moving a little bit, because being in that void can cause some anxiety and fear of what's next. And we always kind of want to know that, but I encourage you to stay in the moment, okay? One thing I love about these cards, and remember about this particular card, which I've pulled for myself before, is a quote. The moon is a friend for the lonesome to talk to. And with the super moon coming up, if you're feeling that, again, go outside, watch the moon as it just fills with energy, and let that inspire you. Now, this card can also be, like I spoke of, the weather cancellations and frustrations if you're traveling, delays in life, vagueness, feeling like you're making mistakes or bad decisions. So this is important to think about as you're just sitting in the void, right? Some false starts could come to mind, and a serious feeling that matters are unresolved. But 52 goes to 7, divine guidance. Give it up to God to help you get through the void. Very interesting. Very, very interesting. And, again, as I said, as you move away from something and you're not quite sure what life has for you as you go through that change, there is a void. We have to think about that. All right. So as we conclude this, I want you to understand there is a lot of things many of you, including myself, are going through. People, situations, circumstances, ideas, projects that have had false starts. Some of you are going through relationships where there might be third-party energy, or you're feeling like there's an ending here, things you want to walk away from. And that's okay. Again, one door closes, another is sure to open. But in the meantime, just do your best to work through the energy of being in the void, and try not to push deadlines and expectations on yourself or anyone else. Be the Empress. Bring love and understanding, non-judgmental energy and nourishment to yourself, first of all, because there's a lot of detached energy here, a lot of mystery, a lot of I'm trying to say a lot of odd flirting and misdirected sexual energy. I also think that some of you are going through a fear of abundance of material resources, and that can obviously make us do a deep dive, especially if you've lost a job or something like that. So please understand there is a lot of love and good opportunity coming, and just take good care of yourself first, and understand many of you are what I would call shamans, mystics, witches, male or female. And I want you to tap into that and know what is best for you. And then from that point, you will know how to nurture the other people around you. You'll know better how to handle coming out of the void and where you're going. And do know that we have, again, Archangel Ariel, Raphael, and Michael guiding and assisting you. And I am so grateful that you're here listening. I appreciate your time. I appreciate your insights too. Let me know how you are, what you think, how your life is going, and what is happening next week. We can dive into those questions for you as well. Sending you so much love and peace. Mwah.